Hi, my name is Bill Bradley. I'm an extreme endurance athlete, and this is my motivational video. The topic of today's video is the power of the power nap. Have you ever been like either, doing a 24-hour or longer event and you start staggering and falling asleep on your feet and you're moving like slower than a snail? Have you ever been in a, kind of a funky mood, where everything stresses you and agitates you? Have you ever been driving and you start nodding off driving? Have you ever been in, some situation where your pain is way higher than maybe it should be in some sort of race? Your body's just throwing off amazing amounts of pain in your feet or something, and it's not what you think it should be logically. Anyway, I've had all these things. Probably multiple times I've had all these things. And I find the cure for all of these things, at least the temporary cure, is a power nap. It could be anywhere from 10 minutes on down. I have done it. I remember when I did my first 100-mile run, it was like 3 in the morning. When you get to the point where you're falling asleep like every 2 minutes and you're like just keep nodding off as you're going down the trail, you're better off laying down for a short period of time. I'm talking anywhere from, maybe in a race, it's going to be anywhere from 5 minutes to 1 minute or something. I actually, in the beginning, I would actually sleep for, like I said, that in that 100-mile run, maybe I laid down for 2 or 3 minutes or 5 minutes. But now I'm to the point where I could stop the nods by just laying down. I just totally relax myself and I roll with my eyes closed, but I roll my eyes back in my head and I'm able to stop the nods, and then I go on. And I don't want to sleep, especially in a race like that, you don't have time to sleep in a 100-mile run. But even in the multi-day events, I have certain times I want to sleep, which I'm really trying to make it to my deep sleep time, which is 3 to 5 in the morning. So I'm going to do these little power naps until I get to that time where I have my scheduled sleep. If I'm nodding off, I'm going to do everything I can not to sleep earlier. And so that's my strategy. Then obviously if I'm driving, boy, it's the same thing. All I got to do is pull over for about 2 minutes, roll my eyes back in my head, say I got the nods, boom, stop them, man. And usually the nods, those happen when I drive home from these crazy races. But, and you can use that if you're in an event and you got this agitated state, if you're, or just in life, if you feel agitated, if you can just take a few minutes and do one of these quick power naps, like I said, anything from 10 minutes on down and just rolling your eyes back in your head. And it seems like for me, it resets everything. It brings it back to neutral. So from that irritated state, I can come back to a neutral state. Same with like my pain threshold. Sometimes my body, literally my mind or my subconscious is putting extra pain into my body to try to get me to quit these events. I remember in this when I did the double Badwater, I was out there and my feet were killing me. I couldn't even hardly walk. I couldn't even stand up barely. And it was like, it was the second day, and it was like, it had been really hot all day long. And I said to myself, I know what's going on. My subconscious is trying to get me to quit. It's putting all this pain in my feet, this ghost pain, basically, that I didn't believe I should have. Level 10 pain to try to get me to quit. And so I got in the van, I rolled my eyes back in my head, and I was able to stop that pain, or at least get it back to a level 5 where it belonged. So anyway, you could see where the power nap is amazing. So anyway, if you're ever nodding off, especially if you're driving, really good idea to pull over and take a quick power nap. If you're in a race, in an event, if you're just feeling in a foul mood, all these situations, if you have a lot of pain that you don't think you belong having and you're in an event, as a multi-day event, you don't really want to pull over in a 10K and take a nap. But do a quick power nap all the way down, like I said, from 10 minutes, just rolling your eyes back in your head, and you'll get amazing results. Anyway, if you're interested, you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube account, and you'll get these things hot off the press. And if you have a question or comment for me, please put it in the YouTube comment section. And if you're interested talking to your team, your group, your company, your organization, your school, please email me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com. Thank you very much.